Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the St. Mary's versus Cleveland State college basketball matchup on Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. Of course, we do tons of free picks every day at Pick Dawgz, but if you're looking for the games we like the best, people ask us all the time that question. Well, you find them under the Premium Picks tab. You can use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, text that number that you see on the screen. Not available on the website, so you got to text. But let's get to this one. St. Mary's taking on Cleveland State, and St. Mary's 3-5 on the season. I'd have to say pretty disappointing for a team that really expected a lot more and certainly needs to perform well out of conference unless they plan on sweeping Gonzaga inside the conference, because these are the ones that are going to count when it comes to making the NCAA tournament, and beating some of these big boys that they have scheduled out there, well, pretty much mandatory if you want to go, because those tournament berths, well, looking around the country, there are a lot of good teams out there this year. Meanwhile, on the other side, Cleveland State plays in a one-bid conference historically, the Horizon League, 6-3 on the season, 2 years removed from Dennis Gates, of course, coaching that Cleveland State team, but they look to be in pretty good shape, hitting this game at 6-3, but just 3-4-1 against the number and 1-2 against the number on the road so far this season. When we look at the body of work, Cleveland State, wins over Detroit, Alabama A&M, East Tennessee State, losses to Eastern Michigan and to Youngstown State, so certainly not setting the world on fire. Wins against Canisius, the nice win against Ohio, 1.5-point dog in that game. But some of these other games like Alabama A&M and losing to Youngstown State as a favorite, not going to help the Vikings. But I don't think they're like I said, they don't play in a conference where it really is going to matter much. They're going to have to win in the Horizon to make it. St. Mary's, the expectations were through the roof. We loved Weber State against them, but we didn't think that it would mean a tailspin for the St. Mary's team, who lost San Diego State, Xavier, a win over Davidson, a 10.5-point favorite. They were 3.5-point favorites over Utah, lost outright, and then last time out losing to Boise State outright. So it has been a tough sledding for a St. Mary's team that has tournament experience, and certainly is the expectation much higher coming into this season. Cleveland State, well, they do what they do. They hoist up those threes. St. Mary's can D it up with the best of them, but at the same time, they haven't really been scoring this year, and I think that's been the problem. The defense on St. Mary's is not the problem. It is the scoring, and I think, at the end of the day, the goal of basketball is to score more points than your opponent. So even Cleveland State, even though their numbers don't look all that great defensively, when compared to St. Mary's offense, they look off the chart. But then again, you look at the level of competition, you say, well, if Cleveland State played that same schedule as St. Mary's did, would they have these same rankings, and would they look, how would they look apples to apples, which is what makes out-of-conference play in college basketball so difficult to handicap. I just think that Cleveland State has what it takes to keep it close enough, and I think, based on brand recognition, St. Mary's probably given a little bit too much love by the betting public here. I'm going to take Cleveland State, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They'll put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.